Oh, hello, yeah. Well, good news is at the weekend I discovered that I'm exactly halfway through this half term, which is brilliant. Just another few millennia to go and then I can have some time off. Yeah. Whoever designed this stuff is, well, I think they need good talking to, if nothing else. Anyway, it was delightful to see the great new ideas on display at the Conservative Party conference because, gosh, nothing says great new ideas like, well, let's bring back the Rwanda plan because that definitely worked beforehand, and let's bring back austerity because that definitely worked beforehand, and let's make sure we mention tax cuts because that definitely worked beforehand. Yes. So there you have it. Yeah, they've had a year in opposition. You'd think they'd come up with something else. Still, it gave Kemi a bit of a chance to get a bit tetchy about the fact that the media were asking her awkward questions. I mean, that's not the game, is it? No, the British media's game is to support any crackpot right-winger, no matter how much they look like fascists. And, well, perhaps Exhibit B I give you is, well, this lot who rocked up a few days ago in Soho, the King's Army. They're a group of American-based evangelicals who decided to, well, tackle immorality and, the sex district of Soho. Yes, there we are. Activists in a turning point. Activists from the King's Army blocked traffic in Soho in protest of the immoral culture of the sex district. Yeah, which of course has so many things that are wrong with it. I mean, for a start, you've got blocking traffic. Now, if Turning Point cheering on people blocking traffic doesn't sort of like raise an irony alert, I don't know what will. Then you've got the fact that they're all dressed in proper uniforms because it's a proper military style military thing. Come back to that in a second. Yeah, the problem with that, of course, is that, well, we banned paramilitary uniforms in the UK right about the same time as Oswald Mosley was kind of doing his thing in those kind of boss style suits back in the late 1930s. Still, never mind that now. The sex district of Soho. Now, there is still a reasonable level of prostitution in Soho, but realistically, both you, I, and indeed probably God know full well that wasn't the reason they were there. It's because of all the gay people, isn't it? Yes, because after all, nothing says American evangelicals like, well, gay people. Or indeed, nothing says American evangelicals like a whole bunch of people that don't care about what the locals might think and at the same time have their own particular bigoted viewpoints. So, I mean, if you go to the King's Army website, you'll see that there's a whole list of their senior officers, and, well, we get Dom from the UK, yeah. And if you look up his social media posts, you see he doesn't really like girls much. No, because they don't really know their place. God has the best idea about girls' place, especially in the Old Testament. That's Dom for you. Still, never mind, eh? I'm sure we'll be hearing more of this lot after all, because, you know, ever since Charlie Clerk, God bless him, was unfortunately taken from us, I'm sure we'll be pushing this stuff. But in the actual British media, we did actually have, well, this, which I was astounded by the Daily Mail pushing somewhat, no, I'm not, I suppose, with the Daily Mail, but yeah, girl wearing American flag sweater to school is called a fascist supporter by her teacher. Dad claims. Which is one of those stories that instantly, grabs me like a little black hole and I have to dive into it, of course. So let's look at the girl in question. Well, here she is, and you can see how very young she is, and she couldn't possibly have somebody who's a teacher say something to her about being in Canada. Yes, you can read the story, and wearing an American flag. Dreadful, isn't it? I mean, you can see there that she couldn't possibly cope with the world. Well, no, of course she can't. But I wonder who her dad is. Let's have a look at Dad, shall we? Oh, look, it's Billboard Chris. I wonder why he would have a particular interest in, suggesting that awful, nefarious things were happening to his daughter. I don't know. He's a guy that is happy to go out in that jacket with those trainers and those jeans and not be Lawrence Fox. Yeah, what's wrong with the tie, mate? Still, never mind. I suppose if you're wearing that kind of billboard around you, Billboard Chris, you're not really going to be concerned about what other things you might be wearing. Anyway, it's his job to stir up controversy wherever he goes, preferably by being arrested for being a bit of a, well, let's just say a King's Army member in Soho, if nothing else, because it's that Westboro Baptist Church thing whereby your entire business model is based on doing things that the 99.999% of people would find totally obnoxious. When you actually read the Daily Mail article, well, you do discover that, in fact, the teacher had just simply made a flippant remark, which they apologised for. But nevertheless, the Daily Mail was able to go into some detail about how dreadful it is that Billboard Chris can't simply stick his foreign face in locals' affairs, no matter where on the globe that he goes, without them taking offence at him. Maybe he should wear a proper uniform like the King's Army boys and occasional girl, eh? That might be an idea, and then we can cheer that lot on. Yes. The difference between Billboard Chris and Turning Point and King's Army and Dom as well, Colonel that he is, yes sir, right, okay, is that atheists don't go around demanding that people do what they want. Can you show me any examples of evangelical style atheists on the streets of the UK demanding that people are a bit more lax in their moral stance? And the answer, of course, is no. So why on earth do we have to put up with these people? Because by God, we'll be getting a lot more of it. There will be a lot more of it, because there's nothing that these proto-fascists like better than a bit of good old-fashioned, and I mean old-fashioned religion. Yeah. They should be arrested. Let's face it. Blocking the traffic, annoying the locals, and wearing paramilitary uniforms. Still, at least they're not protesting a genocide, because after all, that's the thing that we need to worry about, isn't it? Do have a lovely day if you can do. Enjoy the last of the, well, partially good weather, I think. I don't know. Yesterday was a bit sort of sunny, one might say. Yeah, it didn't stop my cat sleeping by my head for the entire night, oddly enough. Yeah, we live in odd times. I will definitely be seeing moss growing on a south-facing wall one of these days. Signs of importance. Ooh.